Welcome to Sold on Local with Lori Seavey and Karen Shores of the Lori Seavey Realty team. Today we're here at Letter Your Life Designs, located at 326 North Washington Street in North Attleboro.
Letter Your Life Designs offers custom wood and acrylic signs, providing unique and innovative signage solutions for both business and personal needs. We're excited to go in and meet the owner, creator, and designer, Ashley Fortune.
Hi Ashley, thank you so much for having us in today into your incredible store, Letter Your Life Designs. We're excited to be here. I wore this shirt to kind of blend in with your color scheme right here. But what I'd love to know is why Letter Your Life Designs? How did your business come about?
Yeah, so about 13 years ago, I was gifted a crafting machine that kind of kickstarted everything. And I've always been someone that wanted to create stuff for people from scratch. I always liked handmade items. I thought there was just another personal touch to it. So I started with some floating frames that were for babies, their newborns, their names, their dates, their times and everything. And friends just kept saying, you need to sell, you need to sell. So I went up and down for 9 years until I purchased my first laser, which helped elevate my business within the last 2.5 years. So that's where it all started. And now we're here.
All right. So what does Letter Your Life Designs, what does it create?
So the name came about from everywhere we are, there's words and terms and letters everywhere. So what came into it is everything that you're going to create has words on it. It might be a custom quote of your saying, your wedding date, whatever it may be. That's where Letter Your Life came from.
So what are some of the products that you offer? Tell us a little bit about those.
Yeah, so we have housewarming gifts. We have home decor, business signs, event signs, wedding signs. I'm Etsy at your doorstep. Now you just get the opportunity to meet the creator of your designs right here locally. I do still ship all over the US, so I have a combination of things, but it's anywhere from small keychains made out of acrylic, which is a hard plastic, to wood. I engrave on cutting boards, and then recently I've tapped into engraving on slate in different mediums.
Right, it'd be great to even show some of those.
Yeah, so these are some of my new designs, and they're gonna be available for all of the US states. So this is engraved on the slate.
I love that.
Then one of my favorite go-to Christmas ornaments and a staple of New England signs. Each of these are engraved on my laser, so I tell the laser what I need it to do, and then I hand paint all of this.
Wow. Okay.
So everything that I am showing you here is physically made by me here in the shop.
Wow.
One of my top sellers, this is a combination of the Baltic birch wood and then the acrylic that I was referring to. And this is the acrylic in the blue. So there's thousands of different colors to choose from. And again, that's hand painted. Yeah, I have people come in, they can sit down and choose what colors they want, especially when it comes to businesses. We can sit down and get as close as possible to their logo.
That's great.
So it looks like the keychain probably is the smallest item. Tell us a little bit about kind of the wide range of sizes that you do too.
Yeah, so the keychains are definitely the smallest. The largest that I've done to date is a 48 by 24 acrylic sign, so similar to the sign I have here. It went to a local business, Pink Pigeon, down in Rentham. So that's been the largest sign to date. The next will be a 28 by 56 wedding sign that I'm working on for a seating chart. So that would be the largest.
Wow.
It seems like you have quite a wide variety. What has been one of your favorites or the most interesting for you?
I love when people ask this question because I love everything I create. Every single thing I create. You two can walk in here, purchase the same exact item, but you each have a story to what you want to create. So one of the most memorable recently was a custom order from someone in Mansfield. They lost their dog and they wanted to keep the collar. So we worked together and we put something together, and she actually told me that her husband cried, which he never does. So being able to give back through my art is really meaningful. So I can't really pinpoint because each one has a beautiful story, and I just love creating for everyone.
Right, and it's important to note that you are custom. So anything that anybody sees on Etsy, and you do have your own Etsy shop, but anything that anyone sees on Etsy on anybody else's shop, you can take that and you can create it right here.
Yeah, so 2 points to that. In the last 2.5 years, I worked on building a website as well. So the website is more community based. You can choose pickup and come pick it up in the shop. Etsy is online, and I've had some locals actually send me screenshots and say, hey, before I go to Etsy, can you make this for me? And I absolutely can. It might not be exact, and they're okay with that.
Right.
It's that kind of, we want to support local, we want to shop local, and that's where I feel this community is really big on.
Right, and it'll probably be better. It'll probably be better
Yes,
than what they see.
yes.
And it is important to be local.
And connect.
Yes, exactly, exactly. And I was on your Facebook and your Instagram page, and I saw this tooth fairy thing. Now my kids are a lot older, but I so wish the tooth fairy in my house had this, where you can put the money right in here, and actually you have it probably, so it's for, oh, you can do change or a bill, which is great. But I felt like this is such a great idea where the tooth fairy does not wake up your kid by putting the money under the pillow. So I love all the creative things that you have also.
Thank you. So the inspiration behind that is my son. He's 5 and he said he had a wiggly tooth. So I immediately went and created it. It was months before it went out, but he enjoyed it, got excited about it. And that's not the only thing that he's inspired. So he will draw, and then I trace it, and I turned it into a magnet. So you can take your kid's handwriting, right? Nothing beats the little kid's handwriting. It changes as they evolve. One of my best sellers has been the school boards. Has magnetic elements to it. You can change it in and out. And then the beautiful thing about glossy acrylic is you can write on it and then erase it and rewrite again. And I have
That's
I love those.
That is so great. Another thing I wish I had when my kids were growing up, but you have the young kids,
I know,
you can
I
do
definitely
that.
need to get
I
that.
love that.
And I have, so one thing with your point to being custom, just because you don't see it online doesn't mean I can't make it. And I had a regular, she came to me and said, I have 3 children. So I created a new board and we made the names magnetic so she can change it out. So I'm always evolving, always changing, always adding things in. I don't always know what to create. Sometimes people bring it to me. And that's another beautiful thing that I love about this community.
Right. And one of the things I know for me as a real estate agent, looking at this that you have, this is a great ornament. We do the ornaments for our buyers. And so it's so great that you can just come right in here and be like, this is what I need, and you can create it. And I know you do a lot of things for other real estate agents. So this is definitely the place to come if they're looking for things.
And we can hone right in and put their last names on and customize it to their house.
Right.
You know, that make it that more special, and then that makes you be like, wow, she really put some thought into it, and it just it gives people that special moment.
Yeah.
Yep. I love that.
Special memory.
And I love how much of this has been inspired by your son and family. And tell us a little bit about some of the events that you have that may be kid-centric too.
Yeah, of course. So I've been trying to come up with different ideas, and one of the events are on Saturdays. It's Kid Crafting Saturdays. So online, you can go and pay, choose your design. All of them will be 10 by 10. But when I was experimenting, I realized that the dinosaur could not cut as small as the rainbow. So they can choose from a dinosaur, they can choose from a rainbow, or my son painted from the blank. Let them be creative, right? This is what this space is all about. And the beautiful thing about this, to give everyone an experience, the acrylic, I have tons of colors in here. So I want the kids to explore, create, and then let them pick out the color acrylic they want their name in.
Right.
And then I'll turn on the laser and I'll cut it for them live. So they get to see how it works, how it gets put together, and then they go home with something memorable. So that's one of the few events. I'm also really big in the downtown, North Attleboro Downtown Collaborative has taught me the importance of community
Right.
and coming together and helping each other out. So I've been having other vendors come in as pop-ups just to allow North Attleboro to see other businesses that are within the area and shop from. We have a cookie vendor coming later this year and jewelry maker. So we have a combination of that, networking events, and then one other workshop we're doing is Pebble Art. So it's her business and it's an 8x8 you put together. She's got thousands of pebbles. So those are the different kinds of events that we'll have throughout here.
And I definitely think having people come in and see all the stuff that you do, because there's a lot in here, but also, like I said, if they see something online, coming in and you can do that, which is incredible to have. So, yeah.
I love it. So speaking of creating and coming up with new things, I did just purchase new equipment. and I've been playing around with it, and I asked you for your logo.
Yes.
So this is another great thing.
Okay.
And I took your logo and added it to a tumbler.
I love it.
So I will be doing tumbler engraving.
I love this. Can we see this?
That's awesome.
That came out amazing.
So again, I have a million ideas in my head. I've got ideas for weddings, right? You can do team bride, groom. There's so many different things for your businesses, for your
Right.
closing ideas.
But that's gorgeous.
Thank you.
That is gorgeous. Thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure.
I love it.
Well, thank you so much, Ashley, for having us in, and we loved learning about your business. We really appreciate it, and we definitely will be back for more of those.
We will.
Well, it's a pleasure having you here, and happy to talk.
And thank you to those who watched this segment of Sold on Local. We'll be back with another local business in the next episode.